Makerble, your 3 minutes starts now.
Great. So when you give to charity, you probably are wondering what happens to the money that you actually give. Some people are curious about that. And there's the end of my presentation. So, what we found, having launched a marketplace in the charity sector, is that the way that charities track their impact is quite inefficient. There are some that have really good CRM systems, but there's a long tail of charities that, at the moment, they're not sure what KPIs to use for tracking their impact. And then when they are tracking it, they're probably using paper and pen to take records in the field in developing countries where they're working, and then that's going into spreadsheets, being typed up, and so the process of collecting data is quite inefficient. And then secondly, there's also a feedback loop issue with the charity sector in that the people who give money as donors aren't the people who experience the product of what a charity does in terms of the beneficiaries. So it means that a charity that is inefficient could continually get funded just because they're good at marketing and fundraising. So what we've created is we solve this in 3 ways. First of all, we have a marketplace of templates for charities. So it gives them a set of KPIs that they can use for whatever kind of project that they're working on. This is something that many charities find difficult figuring out. So we've got a marketplace of those different templates. Then those templates are then synced with our mobile app that staff can use around the world, and it works offline. So it gives them a mobile CRM system of all the people that they're working with, and it lets them log the progress that's been made. And then that's saved offline and synced to an online dashboard so that staff can see, are we meeting our targets? Is there a problem that we can deal with? And the reason that's particularly useful is if you're using an old-fashioned method of paper, spreadsheets, you might not be getting updates in HQ until on a quarterly basis. Now you can be getting them much more frequently. And then the third thing that we do is we automate a couple of functions. One on the left is automating sharing. So it means that when a charity reaches certain milestones with its projects, the donors get notifications of the progress that's been made and content is shared to social media. We're also looking at how we can automate advice. So with these templates, if a charity is having difficulty reaching certain KPIs, so for example, helping people improve confidence from a certain demographic group, then there will be advice that will be triggered for that charity based on the progress that they're making. We think there's other things we can automate, but we'll do that in the future. So we launched this in November last year, and we've got our first 3 or 4 charities, and now we're partnering with intermediaries who can take this to charities en masse. Charities pay £30 a month to use the platform, and if their turnover is much higher, then we're going to look at other kind of pricing. We've got a development team, and we're now looking to raise an investment round of £160,000, which is our second round. And so, we're really keen to get any feedback and speak to people about how we can take this forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I really like it, I have to say. And when obviously these days everybody wants to demonstrate impact. So I think the nice thing about this is it's got scalability. Government, banks, and corporates, So I think that's the only thing I would say is, your model is basically like you're helping charities to demonstrate impact so they can raise more money. Is that the kind of the loop?
To some extent, it's 2. It's helping charities demonstrate their impact so they can raise more money, but it's also, and this is why we're doing it, is so they can understand how good they are and they can then improve. And so one of the things that's unique about it is the KPIs can be shared across different charities. So it means we can essentially automatically run reports that say, compared to other similar charities, you're above or below average. So that's what we want to do. We want to help charities improve their impact. That's ultimately what's motivating the charity side of what we're doing.
Yes. So would you advise these charities also about what type of indicators? Would you use some standardized indicators which are also used around the whole?
Yeah, precisely that. So the indicators are what we call the KPIs, and we're there's several sources of those. So we've created some ourselves based on our own methodology of having worked with charities, but we're also looking to partner with publishers of theories of change, which is what charities use internally, be that consultancies or training bodies or other charity intermediaries that have theories of change or KPI templates for different types of charities. So in that sense, a charity can just go on and pull down a set of KPIs that's relevant for them, rather than needing to spend money on consulting or going to training courses, and it can be a bit of a minefield.
Can you explain a little bit more about your business model and the charges that you make?
Sure. So the way that our business model works at the moment is we charge charities £30 a month to use the platform. Our first client was UK Sport, who used it this summer, and we charged them a much larger amount because they wanted to pay per user. But in terms of working with charities at the moment, we're finding just having a flat fee, their turnover is under £1 million, is much easier at just getting it through the door. And ultimately, we do want this to be a platform that every charity can access. However, for charities with turnovers over £1 million, and there's like 160,000 charities out there, so there's quite a few that do, for them, we probably would charge them per user, and they probably want additional features, so we move to more feature-based pricing.
So there are 160,000 charities in the UK.
Yeah.
How many of those have turnover of more than £1 million?
Okay. So,
Let's go.
I'd say it's about 10,000, about 10,000. Yeah. I can't remember my full breakdown. I know that like 70% of donations go to the top 1% of charities. So there is like a very small number that do get a large share, but those that have turnovers under £1 million is probably about is about.
So do you think the market's big enough?
I think, well, first we're looking globally, so we've also been speaking with some charities in the States. We do think the market is big enough in terms of if we can get like the scale and reach out, and that's why we're looking at partnering with intermediaries, so we're not doing direct sales all the time. We're also speaking with the Commonwealth Office, for example, because they've got access to, or governments that are working with charities in their areas. So we are looking at how we can partner to make this platform very easy, because the key thing people say is that usability-wise, the fact that it's an app and it's like icon-driven means that staff on the ground, even if English isn't their first language, can be easily using it to log the progress that they're making.
I think sometimes charities are criticized for spending too much on administration and too little on the actual project. So would you say that you would replace costs that the charities already have?
Yeah, we will certainly be reducing costs, because we were even speaking with Oxfam, and they were saying, we use spreadsheet, we have paper forms that our staff fill out, then some poor person has to put that into a spreadsheet and we run reports off that. And many international development charities do that. So this process does significantly reduce the time that they spend. So yeah, it should be reducing time spent.
Are you approaching social enterprises? Because I'm thinking at the moment there's a huge growth in this. They have to demonstrate how they're providing value. They actually have requirements to report, so maybe they're on kind of a
Very good
first
answer.
touch.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. We are speaking with social enterprises, and we were at an Ashoka event and met some social enterprises there. And we're also speaking with companies who are doing, say, internal culture change programs and want to use this to track the cultural behaviour change of their staff. That's the meeting we've got tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.